Joining me now is a former special assistant to President Biden, Michael LaRosa. Michael, you hear, I would assume your compatriots, your friends, at least those people on the same side of the aisle as you here. You hear them. Are you ready to go fight in the streets? Are you ready to grab your bullhorn and chant about Elon Musk?
No, neither should they. I mean, he's got to stop living rent-free in our minds. I mean, this is just not a fight Democrats need to have, and it's not a hill they need to die on. I'm with Rahm Emanuel and David Axelrod and James Carville on this. Look, the last thing we want to be doing, you listed out the Democratic priorities, or how you perceive the Democratic priorities right now, right? Right now, imagine those in millions of dollars of 30-second ads. The ads are being written right now for all these vulnerable Democrats in really marginal districts, and they're going to have to defend spending taxpayer money on some of those things that you listed off.
But, you know, Michael, it seems like you sort of made this bed and you have to lie in it. I don't begrudge you the desire for your party to change, but when I say you made this bed, the Democratic Party has done this thing of a verbal tick that kind of goes viral, and you can remember all of them. Pandemic of the unvaccinated, threat to democracy, you know, on and on, Nazis, you know, whatever it is the current sort of, you know, slur du jour, target du jour. And now the target du jour is Elon Musk. And so you've kind of developed this habit as a party. And here we just see, by the way, it'll be gone in a couple of weeks, but this is your flavor of the day. You want to yell, not you personally, the Democratic Party wants to yell about Elon Musk.
Yeah, you know, I 2 weeks before the election, I noticed some morning cable was leading on the topic of Trump being Hitler. And I just kept thinking to myself, oh my God, if we're talking about Hitler at 6 a.m. and leading the news with it, we must be losing. I just didn't have a good feeling, because it just did not seem that is what the pulse of America was feeling. Look, we need to move the debate. We have a 2-seat deficit in the House. We have leverage. The real fight, the big fight, is over government spending. They cannot keep the government running without Democratic votes. That's where we have leverage.
Right. That's
where we can exact concessions.
Just 1 minute left here. By the way, I appreciate you don't want Hitler for breakfast. None of us want Hitler for breakfast. You know, it seems like you're in the wilderness, Michael. Again, not you, the proverbial you. You know, the Wall Street Journal wrote about it. You have no leader, you have no message. You're lost, bumping into trees in the wilderness.
Well, look, we got to be common sense, and we have to. We keep losing the battle over the perception of common sense to the Republicans, and it starts here. This is the kind of stuff. Look, we don't have power. Is he violating the law? Probably. This is what got him impeached in the first place, right? Halting congressional aid that was appropriated. You're a lawyer, you know better. But look, we don't have power. This is not the hill we want to die on, right? The country does not really like foreign aid. I learned this from watching The West Wing in the 90s. It is not a popular subject with Main Street America, nor our federal workers. We don't want to be caught on our heels defending spending on DEI in Serbia, which is what is going to happen to a lot of these members if they don't move on and start focusing on things that matter. Play the long game and stop being distracted by these shiny objects.
I asked this question one more time. I'm down to just a few seconds with you, Michael. Give me one name that you think emerges from the wilderness. Common sense, could reposition your party out of the wilderness and away from the insanity. One name.
Well, I'm not dodging your question, but when this happened the last time, when Democrats were in the wilderness after John Kerry lost, everything changed. Nothing is frozen in politics. 2 years.
That's true.
Republicans had a trifecta. 2 years later, we elected Nancy Pelosi. We flipped 32 seats. And then Barack Obama appeared out of the wilderness. I don't know who that person is, but there's a good chance we're not talking about them right now.
I will just tell you, and we can have a deeper conversation on this in the future, the difference between that old maxim, which is true, no power is permanent in Washington, is I do think Donald Trump has positioned us in a post-bipolar world. It's not left-right. It's not Republican-Democrat. He's reshaping the nature of public debate, and that right now is why you're in the wilderness. I have to leave it there, Michael, but we know both of us that's worthy of a deeper discussion, which we will have. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right.
You're welcome.